In the dust-laden silence of the attic, Frank Cotton kneels amidst scattered occult books and bizarre artifacts. His eyes gleam with a feverish anticipation as he delicately handles the lament configuration, its golden surface reflecting the dim light. The air vibrates with unseen energy as Frank manipulates the puzzle box, his movements precise and deliberate. A soft, ethereal click echoes in the attic as the lament configuration unlocks, revealing its secrets. A wide smile stretches across Frank's face, a mixture of excitement and trepidation warring within him. He anticipates pleasures unknown, his expression a mask of dark curiosity and reckless abandon. The attic contorts into a nightmarish realm, its wooden beams twisting into grotesque, malevolent shapes. Chains erupt from the shadows, tearing into Frank with violent force. His scream echoes a symphony of terror and ecstasy as the Cenobites materialize from the swirling darkness. Pinhead, austere and chillingly detached, observes the unfolding horror, his flesh a canvas of scars and piercings. Years later, Larry and Julia Cotton arrive at their ancestral home, the old Cotton house, now weathered and steeped in shadows. Julia's face betrays a haunting unease, a silent echo of past entanglements. The dilapidated house looms, a silent sentinel guarding long-buried Cotton family secrets. Shadows stretch long and deep, whispering of Julia's past affair with Larry's brother Frank. Larry strains against the weight of the heavy dresser, his muscles screaming in protest. His grip fails, a cry of pain as a sharp edge tears into his hand. Crimson blood wells, a single bead forming before it splatters onto the aged floorboards. Below, in the abyss of Frank's former dimension, the blood acts as a dark catalyst, the stain pulsing ominously. From the bloody pool, a grotesque, amorphous form begins to coalesce, rising from the depths. In the oppressive darkness of the attic, dust motes swirl in the single ray of moonlight, illuminating Julia's trance-like approach. Cobwebs veil her face as she navigates through a labyrinth of forgotten relics and decaying memories. At the room's heart, bathed in spectral moonlight, lies Frank, a grotesque figure of raw flesh and nascent horror. His half-formed body twitches feebly, a horrifying mockery of humanity. His voice, a raspy whisper from the abyss, cuts through the silence. "Help me, Julia, help me regenerate. I promise. Unimaginable pleasure." His words hang heavy in the dust-laden air, a chilling promise of dark ecstasy. Under the neon glow of the bar, Julia's eyes reflect a dangerous desire as she begins her grim mission. She casts a predatory glance, singling out her prey amidst the crowd. With a seductive smile, she whispers false promises, her words like silken threads ensnaring the unsuspecting man. The allure of intimacy hangs heavy in the air as she lures him towards the ominous Cotton house. Her eyes gleam with dark anticipation, the neon lights mirroring the sinister plot unfolding within her. In the attic's gloom, dust motes swirl in a beam of moonlight as Julia guides the man deeper into the shadows. A sudden eruption of violence as Frank explodes from the darkness, attacking the man with brutal efficiency. The man collapses, his life force visibly ebbing away. Frank appears to absorb the dying man's essence, a guttural sound rumbling in his chest. Julia watches the horrifying spectacle, her face a twisted mask of horror and unsettling arousal. Frank's features subtly sharpen, becoming more defined, more human, as he feeds on the stolen life. Sunlight floods the kitchen as Kirsty stands at the counter, a half-eaten sandwich in her hand. A frown deepens on Kirsty's face as she glances towards the hallway, sensing an unsettling unease within the house. The secretive and disturbed behavior of her father's new wife, Julia, fuels Kirsty's growing suspicion. Driven by a sense of foreboding, Kirsty resolves to uncover the strange occurrences plaguing the house. In the suffocating darkness of the attic, dust motes swirl in a single beam of moonlight, illuminating forgotten relics and lurking shadows. Kirsty tentatively steps into the gloom, her senses on high alert, as the air grows heavy with dread. From the depths of the shadows, Frank emerges, his form a grotesque mockery of humanity, an unfinished horror come to life. He extends a hand towards her, a sinister smile twisting his lips into a mask of malevolent intent. Kirsty recoils in horror, her face contorted in revulsion as the horrifying truth dawns upon her. Turning in blind terror, she flees the attic, the image of Frank's monstrous form seared into her memory. Kirsty bursts from the house and into the dark night. Amidst the shadows, the discarded lament configuration gleams under the dim streetlight. Driven by a desperate need for answers, Kirsty reaches for the puzzle box. Her fingers close around the cold, intricate design, an unknown fate awaiting her touch. In the stark hospital room, Kirsty lies bandaged, her fingers trembling as she clutches the lament configuration. The puzzle box clicks softly, an eerie counterpoint to the otherwise silent night. Suddenly, an unnatural cold descends, and from the deepening shadows the Cenobites materialize. Pinhead's voice cuts through the stillness. You have opened the box and we have come. Now you must choose eternal pleasure or eternal torment. The sterile white walls of the hospital room press in, amplifying Kirsty's rising terror. Fear contorts her face as her eyes dart around, seeking an escape from unseen horrors. Her voice barely a whisper, Kirsty cries out, desperation lacing every word. He's here, Frank! He escaped from you. Pinhead's chilling voice echoes, a dark curiosity piqued. Intriguing, a violation of the order. In the gloom of the attic, dust motes swirl in a beam of moonlight as Frank faces Pinhead and the Cenobites, his face slick with sweat. Frank extends his hands, a desperate plea hanging in the air. There must be a way. I can offer you things, pleasures you've never imagined. Pinhead regards him with chilling detachment. We have such sights to show you, but your offerings are meaningless. Your pain is ours to claim, Pinhead declares, his words echoing as hooks fly and chains lash out. The attic air fills with the sickening sounds of tearing flesh and agonized screams, as the Cenobites deliver their unique, impassive torment. In the dimly lit attic of the Cotton House, Larry, disguised in Frank's skin, unknowingly steps into a macabre tableau. The Cenobites, momentarily deceived, regard Larry with a chilling curiosity, their expressions a grotesque blend of anticipation and confusion. Kirsty, seizing the fleeting moment of disarray, recognizes her chance to strike back against the infernal beings. Seizes the opportunity to banish them. Her voice echoes in the confined space, charged with a desperate hope and resolve. In the attic of the Cotton House, Kirsty trembles as she manipulates the lament configuration, its carvings alive under her touch. A vortex of shadows tears through reality, heralding the Cenobites' chilling emergence. Larry, twisted in Frank's stolen skin, is caught in the chaotic pull, his form grotesque and screaming. Hooks and chains lash out, ensnaring Larry, dragging him inexorably towards the dimensional rift. Driven by desperate hunger, Julia lunges, but the chains find her instead, their purpose cruel and unyielding. In a horrifying ballet of blood and bone, the chains rip through Julia, tearing her apart in a gruesome spectacle. Under the cloak of night, Kirsty casts the lament configuration back into the darkness, her expression a fragile mask of relief and fear. From the shadows, a homeless man emerges, drawn by an unseen force, his tattered clothes whispering against the cold. He clutches the intricate puzzle box, his eyes reflecting the dim glow of streetlights, filled with a dangerous curiosity. His fingers trace the strange geometry, unaware of the dark promise it holds. A faint, almost imperceptible click echoes in the silence, a subtle tremor passing through the box. The lament configuration shifts, a dark cycle of pain and pleasure beginning anew, its gears grinding softly in the night.